What's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in to the first official Invest Brand Podshow today. It's going to be the good show today, but beforehand, I would like to say grand rising to all my investors of self, and that's how we're going to start the show off every show, man, because people that tune in, I consider y'all not subscribers, I consider y'all investors of self, because everybody in life want to get to a point where they can invest in themselves. And so this is how we're going to address. This is how I'm going to address y'all, not as my subscribers, but as my investors of self. So if you haven't already, before I get started, go down and hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel so you can get notification on any time a new episode drops. You will be notified so you can be able to watch it, man, because this is going to be some great information that I'm just gonna put out every show. Definitely talking about entrepreneurship. This is what the show is about. Entrepreneurship, different things that goes along to being an entrepreneur, and also we definitely going to get talking about Invest Brand, the journey, and we want y'all to be part of the journey of Invest Brand. So this is what the show is all about and much more. But before I get started on the topics for today, I'm gonna take a quick commercial break, and I'll definitely be back. So stay tuned, man, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also, while we on commercial break, go over to investbrand.com, grab your motivational merch right now, so you can be covering motivation, and also make sure you join and be part of our journey. And you can do that on the site. Just subscribe to the site, put your email in, your name, and what have you, and you'll be part of the team. But other than that, man, I'll be back after this commercial. Yup. What's going on to all my entrepreneurs out there, 9-to-5 workers with side businesses, or people just want to bet on themselves? What better way than go to Invest Brand? This is what we're here for, man. We are investing, motivating you. That's our main mission, man. Helping you find your why in life. Because when you think about it, a lot of people in this world today don't know their why, don't know what it is, don't know what their purpose is. And this is what Invest Brand was created for, man, to help you get on your path, get on your journey to understanding and knowing your why. So why not come to Invest Brand? Because Invest Brand, we are here daily to motivate you to keep you going on your journey. This is what we invest in. We invest in giving back to the people, helping you stay motivated. Invest Brand was created for you. So go to investbrand.com, subscribe to the journey, because the journey is created for you to be part of, for you to join. Why not come to Invest Brand? Investbrand.com. Go there. Get your motivation streetwear so you can stay motivated every day. So when you forget what you're on this mission for, or you forget your purpose, all you got to do is look down to the shirt and it'll give you that reminder of why you are doing it for. Remember, investbrand.com. Welcome back to the show, man. Like I said, today is the first official episode of Invest Brand Podshow. So thank y'all once again for tuning in, all my investors of self. But what I'm going to talk about, and like I said, man, this show is going to be geared towards entrepreneurship, Invest Brand, journey, products, and what have you. So I'm glad y'all decided to spend some of your time with me today. I'm glad. So make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all become part of my journey, man, of Invest Brand and what have you. Because once you subscribe to us, go to the site, be part of the journey, you will be able to catch shows a day early before anybody else. And you also, the sweet part of being part of Invest Brand, be part of our journey and what have you, you will get discounts on certain product. And you also will be, get notifications on anything that's new to Invest Brand and what have you. So it's different things that you will get as an investor of self. That's what I call my people that that's part of the team, investors of self. You will get different little things being part of the team and what have you. So that's what's very important. That's why I say, man, go and subscribe now at the site investbrand.com. And also while you at it, make sure you go over to YouTube, Wealthy Lifestyle Pod Show, subscribe to that too, because we dropping good gems over there, man. Just giving good game, man, of, just giving people tools, giving people advice, giving people information, man, over there in Wealthy Lifestyle Pod Show. Wealthy Lifestyle Pod Show is more geared towards, making sure people get a balance, mind, body, and soul. Talking about different topics of health, or saying different things along life to make sure you stay, of course. You balance energy, a great mindset, and what have you. But this right here, Invest Brand Pod Show, is geared towards entrepreneurs. It's geared towards Invest Brand, taking you down the line, down the road with us while we go on our journey. Just talk about different little things amongst entrepreneurship. But let me get started, man. I don't want to hold y'all too long. Without first, we're gonna talk. We're gonna get down to it. We're gonna talk about entrepreneurship, man, because a lot of people have entered in the field of being an entrepreneur. What I'm saying, the field of entrepreneurship, right? Because when you look at it, you fast forward back to fast back to 2020, when the pandemic first hit. A lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people laid off, and what have you. So a lot of people had to start businesses on their own. What I'm saying, their own business, so they can try to get some type of income until they find another job and what have you, and can continue doing their entrepreneurship thing, right? um and see a lot of rising of a lot of entrepreneurs, right? And this is why Invest Brand was created, man, because we seen, as an entrepreneur, it takes a dedication. It takes dedication, and it takes being consistent. It's a lot of work being an entrepreneur, and it's going to be, and as an entrepreneur, right, it's going to take a lot of motivating, and you got to become self-motivating in this field of being an entrepreneur, because it's going to be some rough days that you feel like you don't want to get up and post, or you don't want to get out there and conversate with people and let people know about your services, about your business, or what have you, right? So a lot of people starting to become entrepreneurship. We've seen a rise of it from the pandemic, because of people starting their own business, what have you. But being an entrepreneur, this is not a lifestyle, right? It's not a lifestyle. This is a commitment. This is not no type of fad, a trend, or what have you. Being an entrepreneur, you have to be 10 toes down. You got to be committed to this type of life, right? Because you're going to be ups, it's going to be downs, it's going to be wins, it's going to be losses. But as an entrepreneur, are you willing to be patient for 5 or 6 years? Or it might be even longer, until you finally starting to see results and what have you. Are you patient? Because now, you have a lot of people don't understand what type of mindset you have to be an entrepreneur, because being an entrepreneur, right, takes a special mindset. And some people, after not seeing results after 6 to 7 months, they end up quitting, right? Because they thought this was going to be something that's going to be easy, quick, getting rich real quick, making money real quick, and people buying into who you are, your services, buying your brand, what have you. So people think it's a real cookie cutter being an entrepreneur. No, it's not. This is a life where you have to be dedicated. You might have to dedicate a lot of your time into your first couple years and getting your business up, because you got to think about it. When you first start as an entrepreneur, you don't have a team. Everything solely is on you. You have to get your brand out there. You have to get your services out there. So that takes getting up every day, posting, getting out there, passing out business cards, getting out there and being seen, being known, so people can know you. See, people is not going to know you if you just sitting at home, not doing anything. You just wake up one day and hoping it come to fruition. No, unfortunately, being an entrepreneurship doesn't work that way. You have to put in all the groundwork when you starting from ground zero, and you have to now build it all the way up, get the foundation, lay the foundation down, put the walls up around your business and everything. You putting together your idea, right? You have to be responsible for that, right? Before you can get a team, right? Because when you're starting off as an entrepreneur, because I don't know a lot of entrepreneurs that started out with capital, with a lot of capital to already jump in, get them a team and what have you. A lot of entrepreneurs got to start from ground zero, so you don't have the capital funds to do a team. So you have to be the person that put the business model together. You got to be the person to get the business seen, known. You got to do just speaking on from a brand aspect. You have to be the person that takes the pictures. You might have to be your own model. You might have to do the videos, the editing. You have to do the posting. You have to do all the things that's time consuming, but you have to do it. But once you get into a good space in life, to where you got your brand where you wanted to be at, then when you can finally get somebody, hire somebody to go and take on some of the tasks to free you up, that right there let you know you had a good point. But until then, as an entrepreneur starting off, you have to do all that. Right now, that's where I'm at. I'm doing everything far as Invest Brand, the posting, the videos, the editing, taking the pictures. Even though I have two other models that I use, but majority of the work I had to put in, I have to make sure that I stay dedicated and I stay ground rooted into to my business, right? And that's how you have to be, man. When you as an entrepreneur, right, you have to stay grounded to the point you got to be focused. You don't want to lose focus. Once you lose focus as an entrepreneur, right, then that's when you start getting off track. And you don't want to lose focus. And that's the key thing, man. Being an entrepreneur, you got to put in the work. The work is required behind your motivation, right? You can be motivated to do anything in life, but if you don't apply the work to it, then it's not going to be done. You're the only one or is responsible of getting your brand running. Because when it comes to the brand, the hardest part is getting people to believe in your brand, to trust you. And that's where it comes and where you come in at. That's why it's so important that you got to get out there and talk to people. You got to get online and have a social media presence so people can start following your journey, so people can take a liking to you and who you are. You just can't put a brand together and throw it online and expect people to buy into your brand and what have you. You got to have a story. The most important part behind a brand is the story, because people are going to gravitate towards the story first before anything, right? Because people want to know who you are. You are the story. You got to make the story. Uh, um, you got to make a unique story, a story telling about yourself, or what your brand is, and what have you. Tying everything into together, because when somebody is reading your brand and they take a your story, and they take a liking to it because it reminds them of themselves, or the journey that they had to go through, right? Or the journey that they going through right now. They want to be part of it. They want to support your brand, because when they wearing your stuff, wearing your brand, it makes them feel like they are a part of it. And that's the type of authentic uh you want to have when it comes to your brand and what have you. So that's an important thing about being an entrepreneur, man. It's hard work. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's easy life and what have you. You have to be 10 toes down. You can't be just. I'm not going to say you can't be part time, because you have a lot of entrepreneurs out here who's part time, that works a 9 to 5 job where they use the money that they get from their job to fund their business. But the thing is, the key thing when it comes to some entrepreneurs that's part time, they still putting in the work. They still putting in the work, right? They not just half assing it, right? They putting in the work. When they spend 8 hours at their job, when they get home, they spending majority of their time on their business. Or they might do it before they go into work, or do it after they get off of work, or they doing it when they go into work, and they doing it again a little bit, spending more time on it when they get off of work. It's all about being consistent. Don't matter what you're doing. Don't matter if you're working a 9 to 5 job. Just do something. If you want to get your own business started, do something. Work on your goals every day. It's I put it like this to people that wants to get in the life of being an entrepreneur. One thing you must understand and come to a realization of is you're not going to get that steady check that you get every week, or if your job pay you 2 weeks. Being an entrepreneur, right, and getting in this life of being an entrepreneurship, this is for those, that doesn't work a job. You just took a chance and bet on yourself. Every day that you miss working on your goals, getting out there, is a day of pay that you could possibly get for somebody recognizing who you are, because it's no guarantees. You don't get no guarantee pay. If you don't work, you don't get paid. You don't have no sick time. You don't have no PTO. You don't have no anything, because when you're working at a job, you have things they give to you that can cover you if you miss a day or whatsoever. Entrepreneurship, living a life of an entrepreneur, you don't have no PTO times. You don't have no sick time. You don't have anything. So that's why it's so important to understand, if you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to get out here and grind. You see the shirt, you gotta grind, hustle, and build. You gotta grind. The grinding part is ground zero. You gotta get out here and grind. You gotta get out here and grind. Then that's when you apply. When you grinding, you applying your hustle, right? You getting your hustle on. You going to different places. You passing out your business cards. You setting up little tables where you can sell your merchandise. You on your hustle, right? Then as you grinding, you hustling, you building towards something that's going to make your brand flourish, right? And that's the key thing, man. Being an entrepreneur, you have to work. I can't stress that much. It's just to work. You got to put in the work, right? This is not no cookie cutter type of life where it's things is going to go quick for you, right? So I'm not telling y'all like, hey, go quit your job and be an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, if you are an entrepreneur and you got a job, stay on your job until you get your business going like you want to. Use your job to fund your business. If you working on a job and you got your own business, make sure you got you a 401k started, especially if your job match you. Because what you don't understand, your 401k is there, even though it's there for retirement money, but it's also there for you to use. If you need something far as your business and it's going to take your business to the next level, that's what your money is there for. Take some money out, use it, because at the end of the day, you only paying yourself back, right? So it's important to when you want to be an entrepreneur, you got to make sure you got everything lined up, right? Because you don't want to go into entrepreneurship and you don't have an understanding of it. You don't know your why you doing this for. You want to be able to make sure you put your idea together first, get you a planner, plan your goals out, because you want to have markers where when you hit, you will know where you at. You will have a greater understanding, just instead of just jumping in head first. You don't know what's going on or what have you. See, a lot of entrepreneurs, they get into this lifestyle and thinking one way, and next thing you know, they out of it within 6 or 7 months because they didn't understand the life of an entrepreneur. Because understand, it's more work as an entrepreneur than it is working a 9 to 5. And some people might disagree with that, but when you look at it in reality, when you look at it, when you an entrepreneur, you got to take on all the back office stuff, all the stuff that deals with payment, deals with funding, deals with making sure you have your books straight, accounting. You got to make sure the product is right. Everything is on you until you get to the point where you can get a team to take on some of the tasks, like I said before. But when you're working at a 9 to 5 job, only thing you got to worry about is clocking in, doing the job that you are assigned to do every day, or you working a job, they assign you different jobs to do, and clocking out, going home. You don't have to worry about no back office stuff, payroll, any accountant stuff. You don't have to worry about no stuff that supervisors got to worry about, managers got to worry about. If this person came to work, if this person at work clocked in, didn't clock in, you don't have to worry about none of that. Only thing you got to worry about is clocking in and doing your job and going home. That's it. It's simple as that. Entrepreneurship, when you clock in, you got to clock in. You got to make sure everything is straight, right? You got to make sure everything from point A to Z is good, right? And the most important, you want to make sure that you got to make sure your price points is good. You got to make sure your books, far as money, is everything is lined up straight, making sure everything is calculated right. That's all on you. So like I said, man, it's no sick days as an entrepreneur. Even though when you wake up and you feeling like, man, look, man, I don't feel like it today. You still got to get up and get it done. You still got to get up and get to it. Get to it. It's not easy. But that's just like I said. That ties into um, Invest Brand. Let me get y'all give y'all a rundown of Invest Brand. Um, Invest Brand. So some people want to know what's Invest Brand is all about. What's Invest Brand? What it stands for, and what have you. Invest Brand stands for investing in yourself. That's what the brand was built on. The concept of investing in yourself. So when you come and you go to the site and you grab you some Invest Brand merchandise and what have you, you taking the first step of investing in yourself. So when I first built the concept of Invest Brand, got the idea together and put everything together, I wanted Invest Brand to just not be overnight street brand that's just popped up and what have you. No, Invest Brand is it's more than a brand. Like I say, it's an investment, a long-term investment. This is just not no clothing brand, streetwear brand. It's none of that. Invest Brand is a quality brand that's an investment in yourself. When you buy Invest Brand, you are taking that first step investing in yourself. So what I want to do when people look at Invest Brand, right? I want an Invest Brand to be the image of what investing in yourself look like, right? And be fashionable at the same time. So if you see somebody in an Invest Brand gear, streetwear, and what have you, you know they taking the first step. I want people to be like, okay, they taking the first step of investing in themselves. Investing in themselves. That's very important. So that's what Invest Brand is all about. This is not just a fashionable streetwear brand that I just want people to buy and just wear and this, but I want people to buy it in the concept of them investing in themselves, making people vote, making people motivated to continue to invest in themselves, continue to go on that journey of completing their goals. That's what Invest Brand is all about, right? That's the idea and concept around Invest Brand. Investing in yourself. That's what it's plain and simple. Investing in yourself, Invest Brand. So when you see Invest Brand, you're looking at the image of investing in yourself. And that's what it's all about. So, like I said, this brand, I created this back in around the pandemic time, 2020. This is actually, when you see on my hat, this is actually the first logo of Invest Brand, right? The crown and in the word investing, and with the word invest, right? This was the first logo, but I launched it. Then pandemic hit and what have you. So I went back to the lab. I kind of closed it down a little bit. Then I came back. I went back to the lab, remade the design, the logo, redid a little bit of things. Then when the pandemic finally, kind of slowed down, things started reopening back up again. I relaunched Invest Brand with the new logo that you see now on the site, what have you. Because sometimes you have to, hit the reset button, or sometimes you have to redirect and do a little bit something different. Especially when the pandemic happened, I'm like, okay, I have the time to do it. Let me relaunch, close down, relaunch it to something that I really, 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 really feel great about and what have you. Not saying I didn't feel great about the first design, but me, I can admit I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, right? If I don't feel something good about something, what have you, I tend to, okay, let me go back, let me see what I can do. Something don't feel right. Something, so I went back when I had the time, because as the pandemic came back, and I was able to go back to the lab and recreate the logo. And now I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going with. I like this. I like this look. It feels more fashionable, because at the same time, I want people to feel good when they're wearing it. People, at the same time, feeling great about investing in themselves. So I put the two concepts together, and hey, we ready to rock and roll. And that's what it's about, man. Invest Brand over here. Like I said, I consider all my subscribers as investors of themselves and what have you. And let me first say this, man. Thank you for all my subscribers that subscribe to the site. All my people that support the brand, what have you. I like to say thank you because without you, this wouldn't be possible. You know, the little presence that we have, this wouldn't be possible whatsoever. So I like to say thank you to y'all because of the support. And like I said before, it don't matter how much support you have, who's supporting you, and this and that. All it is about is the loyal supporters that you do have. The ones, see what you understand when you have loyal supporters. They're going to go out there and do the work for you. They're going to go out there and push your brand for you. You don't even have to ask them because they are part of your journey. They feel like, hey, this journey is similar to mine's. I want people to know about this because when I see people wearing the brand, it makes me feel happy too because I know that I'm part of this journey too. So this is what I love about it, man. People, support the brand. The brand, this is what it was created for. The brand was created for you. The brand was created to help people stay motivated while they out here pursuing their goals. That's what Invest Brand. That's our biggest investment, right? That's our biggest investment is investing in people, investing and motivating people. That's pursuing goals. Entrepreneurs, people working 9 to 5 that have businesses, or people just in general pursuing goals. That's our biggest investment, right? Just keeping people motivated and hopefully, what I'm saying, teaching people how to become self motivated so they can continue to stay on their journey, because I understand as an entrepreneur how hard it is, man. Some days, like I said, you got good days, you got bad days. So Invest Brand, man, this is what we all about, man. We just all about want to help people win in life. Just people, we even though I know when people on their journey, you might not end Invest Brand. We might not end with you when you finally hit that end goal of your journey, but we want to be there to help you get started, right? We want you to be there we want to be there to help you get started, because we understand everybody is just like a child growing up, right? You, as a parent, you teach them certain things, give them things. They show them how to be self sufficient in life. You teach them responsibilities and what have you, right? And as a parent, you're not going to be there for your child for the rest of their life. Don't get me wrong. You got some parents that still are, but you got some parents got kids that's self-sufficient, right? You got so you're going to teach a child how to become self-sufficient, give them responsibility, show them responsibility. So once they finally leave the house to go on their own journey, you might not be there when they finally reach what their goals in life, but you was there from the beginning. And that's how Invest Brand want to be. We see everybody who come and want to be part of our journey, who's looking to start on their journey, looking to start to invest in themselves. We look at them as investors of self. So we want to be here to help you and motivate you and also show you how and teach you how to invest in yourself. And hopefully we can be that for you, and because that's what Invest Brand Podshow is all about, is a teaching moment, and also a moment of giving people the behind the scenes of our journey and what have you. So hopefully that's why I say strive to this, so because we can teach each other, we can learn from each other and what have you. So, and that's what Invest Brand about. Once you start on your journey to investing in yourself, we want to be there from the beginning, give you all the tools that you need, all the help that you need. Any questions that you have, we want to be able to answer for them in our best ability that we can. And that's what it's about, man. And so when you finally take that leap to go on your journey, we know that we might not be there with you at the end goal or there with you every step of the way, but we want to leave something behind that you can also always go back to if you need us and what have you, or a reference point that we have gave you some type of advice in the past and what have you that you can point back to, what have you. That's what it's all about, man. Invest Brand is more of a family over here, man. We try to just help people win. That's the most key thing in life. But Thank everybody. Thank everybody for tuning in. Like I said before, hit the subscribe button to the Invest Brand Pod Show. So tune in every Monday. Every Monday is going to be a show. And if you subscribe and be part of our journey on the site, you got to go to investbrand.com, subscribe and be part of our journey. You will be able to get access to the show a day early before it drops. And also, make sure before you leave the site, grab you some motivational merch so you can be drape and drip down in motivation all day, every day. And also go to Wealthy Lifestyle Pod Show YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, and you can catch that and follow Wealthy Lifestyle Pod Show and follow Invest Brand Pod Show on Spotify. On Spotify, both shows is on Spotify. You can follow both shows on Spotify so you can listen to it if you're on a run doing errands and you ain't got time to watch the playback. You can listen to it on Spotify. And also, Wealthy Lifestyle Pod Show is on for my Apple users. Is on Apple Podcast too, and it's going to be coming to Apple Podcast Invest Brand Pod Show. So I definitely keep y'all informed on that for all my Apple users. But other than that, man, I want all my investors of self have a great, great weekend. A great week and a great weekend. So other than that, man, everybody continue to tune in, support the brand because the brand is definitely going to support you. Yep.